Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Author Life Chat with Friends. I'm Justina, your host for today, and today we're going to be interviewing author Hosam Said. All right. For today's slot, which is your next page turner. So every Tuesday we're discussing not fiction books. So today we have author Hosam Said joining us and to talk about his children's book. And this particular book is actually about how to instill compassion among children, instill compassion towards animals among children. So before we bring author Hosam Said to the screen, let me just briefly introduce the author to you. Hosam Said is a 30-year-old debut author who has autism Asperger, has been working on publishing his children's book for over 10 years, and he has finally been able to publish it on Amazon Kindle. His cat, Marco, inspired him to write, as Marco always finds a way to calm him when he is sad or angry. His book, Marco the Missing, is a children's book about a kitten that got lost and abandoned and how he found his home. Right? So, without further ado, let's welcome author Hosam Said to our interview today. Hello, Hosam.
Hello.
Hello, Hosam. It is a pleasure to have you on our show today. So,
It's a
I
pleasure
have
too.
actually briefly introduced. Thank you so much for joining us. And I have actually briefly introduced you to the viewers out there, but I think it would be more interesting. It would be great to hear a little bit about your background, what you do, and a little bit about yourself as an author. So, yes.
Well, um, I'm a 30 years old man, as you can see, and I have autism. I have Asperger's. I've been living with cats nearly all my life. I've
Mhm.
risen and take care of cats
Mhm.
from age zero, and I'm also uh, very creative, written lots of stuff from theater, poetry, comics, children books, and I'm also a gamer too.
Mhm. Right. So when it comes to writing, Hosam, when did you start writing? Like, uh, as a person who has autism, how you how did the interest to write actually sparked in you? And could you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, what inspired me to start writing is a book series
Mm-hmm.
of Cat Warriors by Evan Hunter. I read her books and it inspired me. I began to look at animals differently and stuff. And what also inspired me is my cat. The cats I had in my life. Just wanted to make something that will show what happened in their lives, and it's yeah, it's hard to explain, but it's it just disappeared on me. I Is something wrong with the stream?
Um, when it comes to cats, right? So You mentioned that you like to read a series that has cats in it, and then your cat as well, your cat Marco as well inspired you to write. Yeah. So um,
Not just my cat, not just about animals. I've written about the humans too in my theater.
mhm.
But
In
yeah,
your right. So in terms of writing, like your interest to write as a person who has autism Asperger, how does writing actually helps you from in your day-to-day life? Like probably when you're sad or probably when you're angry, is writing something that you use to channel your frustrations out?
yeah, writing helps me a lot
Mm-hmm.
to take
Mm-hmm.
up anger and depression and stuff. It just calms me down when I write, and
Mm-hmm.
it
Right.
helps me a lot.
Mhm. So how long do you like spend time in terms of writing or in terms of reading? I mean, when you were small, I believe that you started reading as well when you were way younger. Uh,
Yeah, I began to do that when I was 18 years old.
so that's about 12 years right now. It's about 12 years now.
Mm.
So your publishing journey, right? When you started writing, um, you mentioned that not just your cat, it's animals, it's just human and compassion in general that motivated you to write. So is it something that, is there a message that you would like to relay to your audience, like in terms of how to treat people that have autism? Like, how are we supposed to be more compassionate towards people who have autism? So, is autism an aspect part of your book?
No, autism is not part of my books, but
Mhm.
it's all about animals, cats and stuff. But at my theater script, I've written a lot of hard stuff like autism and sanity and a lot of dark stuff. But we're not talking about the theater today. We're talking about the book.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
I see.
but my message to give to the people about the book is to treat the animals that when you see a stray cat in the street, not say "ew, disgusting." Let's not get to it, close to it. They don't understand how much love, especially cats, can give. People say that cats don't give love and they're emotionless, and that's wrong. They give a lot of love. They give a lot of compassion, and you have no idea when you give a little bit of love to your pet, you don't know how much they will give you back. The amount
Mm-hmm.
they'll give you back, it's very enormous. And I want to teach in this book, I want to teach the kids, the people that will read it, that uh, things are very hard for the animals in the street. Teach them how they live day by day and how they survive. Life is not easy for them. And if people give them compassion and a little bit of love, you see how much they suffer, how much they can. It's very hard to see uh, a pet that is hungry and thin and dying on the streets, and people not giving it love. It's very hard. I just want to show to people they can give those animals love and stuff. They will get more what they in return.
Right. So, Hosam, now writing, when you started writing, um, how do you determine or decided that you're gonna write children's book? Because yeah, I think the message about being compassionate to animals or even human being, or the idea of being compassionate is something very general, but you specifically picked animals. You specifically picked the idea of relaying the message of being compassionate towards animals for children, right? Like you wrote a children's book. So, what motivated you to write children's book?
Well, what motivated me, it's my cat Marco. He, I saw, I got him at a very young age. It's already in the book how I got him. Uh, he was very sick and he was dying, and his was very very bad. And from him, I want to tell his story, what happened to him, and I began writing about him. That's how I started writing the children book.
Mhm. Like especially for children, why is it children, or do you feel connected to children, and that is why you wrote a children's book, or do you feel that you should or we should focus on instilling compassion among children first, or is that the reason why you chose children as your target audience?
Well, to be honest, yeah, I feel a little connection with children, but
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
not a deep connection. Yeah,
Connected to children. So, um, uh, I think those who write children's books in general, they would want to like relay messages to children. They want to make sure that they want to tell something to children, to parents especially, so that the parents can actually use the books as tools to transfer or to relay the message to their children, so that they grow up to become a better human being, right? So
mm.
in terms of your book, how has your book impacted, or what kind of feedback have you gotten from parents so far, in a short period of time that you have published your book? What kind of responses have you gotten so far?
Well, I got very good responses. A lot of people said that's a very good book, and there's a lesson in it, and they're glad that they read it, and they looking forward to read the future, the next version, the next book of it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, in your family or your family members, how do you put it into practice? Like, yes, we are trying to teach children to be more compassionate towards animals, yes, but how has it been put to practice? I mean, do you have like kids at home that you have personally educated them, or try to teach them to be more compassionate towards animals? Has it been, put to practice? Has it been put to practice so far?
I don't understand the question. Can you repeat that?
I mean, like, do you have kids at home, and your nieces or your cousins, and have you tried to teach them to be more compassionate towards animals?
Well, I don't have kids. I'm still single, but
Uh-huh.
there are kids in the family. Yeah, and I'm try teaching them to give compassion to animals and stuff, but they already know it, and so all the family members in the building I'm living, they know that we shouldn't abuse or mistreat animals.
Awesome, awesome, right? I mean, I think it comes from the family members, the elders in the family, when it comes to teaching kids that they shouldn't be abusing animals and they should be treating animals with respect, especially stray cats and stray animals, not just cats, like you said, animals in general. I think.
But don't get to stray dogs. Dogs are uninspected. They can yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so any kind of animals. So I think it starts from the family in terms of teaching kids to be more compassionate towards animals, right? So when writing this book, coming to the storyline of it, how where did you get your inspiration to, like, okay, stray cat, then Marco, and just linking all that storylines together. So tell us a little bit about that.
Can you repeat that question?
Like, where did you get the inspiration to write the outline, the storyline?
Oh, the life of my cat. What happened to him and how he got into my life.
Uh-huh.
As I
So
told before,
was it a stray cat?
my cat does not. Yeah, he was a stray cat, and
Uh-huh. So it's a real life story.
yeah, real life story from real life story.
Okay. Okay. So it has been, how many years has it been since the cat is living with you right now?
Yeah, my cat's doing. Wanna see him?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, just a second.
You, we are waiting for person to then get his cat. He's here. Hello.
There he is.
Yes, here he is. He has run away.
Yeah.
He has run away. Right. So we were able to see him for a brief moment of time. So how long has this cat been living with you right now?
He's been living with me 6 years, and each year I'm gonna write a book about his life. So the first book is about his first year with me.
Ah, okay. So which means you have about 6 books published already.
No, I just it's my first book. I've written about him, so it's not published
Okay.
yet. Yeah,
Okay. So when you say that you have each year you actually write story about
yeah.
your so that
Each year of his life, we're gonna write a book.
okay. So in the book, correct me if I'm wrong. In the book, you have written like every year
Yeah.
of his life. Ah, okay. So until he is about right now 6 years old, right?
Mm.
So how has the publishing journey been so far for you? What are the challenges you faced in terms of writing? Not just writing, but publishing is a big deal. It's a difficult thing.
Yeah,
So,
it's been very, very hard for me. I still haven't found the market for it, and still haven't found a real publishers for it. I only publish it in Amazon and in ebook. I wanna publish it the hardcover. So it's been a hard journey, but I'm doing my best, and I hope I will succeed because I will never give up about my book.
mm-hmm. Right. Especially, and it took a really long time because from your previous interviews, I learned that it took about many years to get
Mm.
to where you are right now. All right. So, in terms of your critics, your family members, how has the support been so far? I understand your brother is. Uh,
Yeah, they've been. My family was are very, very supportive of me, and they support me with every decision I make, and they will support me all the way. They haven't.
mhm. So, In terms of course, we cannot escape from marketing our book, right? So, in terms of marketing books, um, where do you market your book? Mainly, like, of course, we look into social media. Social media is one of the main platforms that authors use to market their work, right? So, when it comes to social media, where are you on social media? Do you
I'm
use
only
Facebook?
I only have Facebook and yeah, only Facebook.
Okay, right. So, because Facebook is definitely one of those platforms that you can market your book, especially for children's books, because you have a lot of groups out there, especially for children's books. And I believe a lot of parents are there as well to look for new books for their kids, right? So, apart from that, your local community where you live, right? So how has the support been? Are you able to like sell it in the local community?
Well, can you repeat that, please?
I mean, local community where you live right now. Um, have you been able to sell your book?
No, I haven't been able.
Okay, is it because um, it's not in hardcover yet?
I don't understand.
Why are you not able to sell it in your local community? Is it because it's not in hardcover?
Oh, because I haven't still haven't been it's not been able, it's not in hardcover. They only want hardcover. That's why.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
and understood. So, which is why you're looking for a publisher who can publish it in hardcover and
yeah.
then can start selling. Okay, start selling a lot. Right. Yes. So, you also mentioned about your future plans of writing books, more books. So, are you writing any books right now? Is there any plans?
Well, I'm writing Marco the Missing 2. It's almost finished. Just need a few touches. And I'm writing a novel too, a romantic drama book.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
and
So,
not about cats, humans. A novel.
okay. So, when is it expected? Like release?
And the Marco the Missing 2, when the Marco the Missing, the first book, get fully published, gonna immediately after. And the novel gonna take me 3 4 years. It's gonna be a large one, like 300 400 pages.
Mm-hmm. So, what is the outline of the basic idea of the book? Can we know the basic idea of your novel?
The basic idea of my novel is it's about a gamer man, gamer dude that found a love online, and
Mm.
what it brings the difficulty in his life, what happened to him. It's based on a real story on my love life, and
Mm. Mm-hmm.
it's the difficulty he found and what happened to him, and drama and
Mm-hmm.
a lot of bad stuff. I can't get into him because I don't have the full picture of the book yet. I'm still working on it.
Mm-hmm. Understood. Right. So, for those who are with us right now, if you have questions for Hosam, you can actually drop us the comment, your question as comment on the comment box, and we will be happy to actually take in the question and ask him the question answer your question, we'll be happy to do that.
Mm.
Thank you for those who have actually joined us, commented so far. Thank you so much. And yeah, Hosam, uh, to the viewers or to parents out there who have kids, what do you like to tell them to or probably just to our audience, what do you like to tell them in terms of your book, Mark of the Missing?
To teach the kids not to be afraid of animals, especially cats, and if you show a little compassion and teach them how to give an animal a love, not just abuse them and stuff, how to take care of them, how to give them love the correct way, and
Mm-hmm.
how to treat
So yeah, even
how to treat them.
yes, mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You were saying how to treat them.
yeah, how to treat them correctly, how to treat the animals correctly.
Right. So, in terms of animal abuse, right, where you live, in the country you live, is it really is it bad? Are people still abusing animals? What is the scenario like?
Well, in Israel, especially the kids, very abusive to animals, cats and dogs. They usually make the dogs attack the cats, uh, kick cats, throw them, kill kittens.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a lot of stuff in the neighborhood, and it's pretty bad.
Mm. So, do you have animal shelters? Because I believe that not all families will be able to take in pets, right? So, what do you think these parents or these kids can do when they are not able to take care of the pets or the animals themselves? What are the other options available? Like, do you have animal shelters, or can you like give it away to your neighbors or anybody who is willing to take in? So, what do you think are the options?
Well, first of all, they can put on Facebook that they need that they're looking someone to adopt their cat, and if they can't find that, ask their relatives if they can take the pet in. If you haven't helped, the only thing they can do is to release the cat. It's better life than him than the shelter, because
Mm-hmm.
people think the shelter is very good for the animals, the cats, but according to what I see in Israel, it's pretty bad. Yeah.
Okay. So I think um, a large awareness is actually needed to properly take care of animals because I think like government agencies and non-government agencies, I think the support of people is really tremendous in terms of taking care of stray animals
Mm.
because I think uh,
The last
people.
choice, the last choice is to put the animal in shelter, because if you put the animal in shelter, there's a big, big, big chance they will put it down. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay. So I think, do you agree with me if I say that the shelters, the government or the people have to come together to put up a proper shelter for animals
Mm.
and in order to take care of them? Do you agree with that? Because
Yeah, I agree
I think
100%. Yeah.
yeah, because I think not all families can afford to take in pets. Like two, three pets is okay, but more than that, what happens, right? So a large shelter that is supported probably donations from the public from the government is needed so that you can place proper staffs to take care of animals, right? So I think that is really crucial, right? So yeah, so with that, right, with that, we are nearing our the end of our interview, and Fakri has commented. He has said that you're
Yeah,
doing
it's my
great.
brother.
Right. Okay. So we have several others as well who have commented and have joined us. So author Simran Bedi is supposed to join us today to review your book, but unfortunately she's having some technical difficulties on our end, as you have seen earlier, right? We were trying to connect with her, but her audio is having some issues. So we are hoping to get the review from her later on, and then I will be sharing it on Facebook as well, and also will be passing it over to you about her review on your book. Yeah, because I've read your
Mm.
book. I've read your book, and I personally feel that it is suitable for children who are a little bit older, probably like 6 to 10 year old.
Yeah,
As the story is a bit lengthy, it's not really like it's suitable for 5 year old, 6 year old. I don't really think that it is suitable for small kids, but I think kids who are slightly older, they will be able to pick that story. And I feel that the story is pretty much um, direct to the point, very simple to be understood. It has a happy ending, right? So, and definitely it relays, it tells the message that you intend to tell to people. So, I hope that parents will give your book a chance, pick the book up, and read the book to their children, or give it to their children for them to read on their own. Getting the message to be compassionate towards animals, right? So with that, we are nearing the end of our interview today. So, Hosam, let us know where to connect with you, your Facebook page. What is the name of your Facebook page to connect with so that people can actually visit your site?
my Facebook is Said Hussam. They can see my profile picture there, or they can send me an email to hosam dot saeed strudel@hotmail.com.
Okay, right. So before we leave, I will be screening share screen your Amazon page so that people can actually buy a book, right? So it will be easier for them to buy the book. So I'm gonna share the screen right now. You will be able to see. You will be able to see it. So this is your Amazon site,
Yeah.
correct? So this is your Amazon site. We actually have one review, which I believe is for the uh, paperback, right? So on Amazon, we had one review actually. So this is where people can actually purchase your book, right? So
Kindle
if
edition.
you,
Yeah.
yes, Kindle edition. So we had a review earlier on for your book, which is from author Jean, right? Author Jean, actually, she was very glad and happy to leave you a review. So that is actually on, I believe it is on
Can I
the
see what she
paperback.
wrote?
That is for paperback version, but it's okay. I will be showing you. I will be showing you the email from her, right?
Mm.
So so this is the email. Yeah. So we are able to see that, right? So this is the email from her, and she says that um, as the owner of a cat myself and a cat lover, I think I like this story very much. We start out getting to know the whole family, the mother and the kittens. We then share in all the adventures Marco had along the way before finding his forever home. So it is a happy ending, right?
Mm.
So that's what the review says. And so yeah, with that, right, wholesome. With that, we are coming to the end of our interview today. Thank you so much, actually, for joining us, and we hope to
And I
catch.
wanna say something. If any of your listeners is a uh, publicist or book agent, they can come and contact me. I will happy to get their service and stuff. Yeah.
Right. So if any of you that's listening later on, especially because right now in the US, it is 3:30 in the morning, so I believe more people will be tuning in to this interview later on, which they can replay it. So if anybody is interested to contact Hosam, they can do so by going to Hosam's Facebook page. Just type in Hosam site and you'll be able to see the author profile and
Or send
get
me
in touch.
an email.
Could you please read out your email address?
HOSAM dot SAEED strudel@hotmail.com.
Right. So I am actually commenting. I'm leaving a comment. Your email address. So that's
Yeah.
the email address.
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
if anyone is interested to get in touch with the person, please get in touch by using this email address. And until next time, person, it was a great pleasure to have you on our
It's a
show.
pleasure too.
And
Yeah.
yes, thank you so much. And we will catch up soon in hopefully in upcoming
Back with the
live
missing
interview.
too.
Yes, thank you so much. And yeah, so that's we've come to the end of our interview. Thank you so much, Wilson, for joining in.
Yeah, you're
Thank you.
welcome. It's been a pleasure. Really a pleasure and I had fun.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mm.
Right.